forecast with meteorologist Joseph Eng.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back. Taking a look at your forecast on this Friday, and it's still a pretty nice afternoon that we're heading into here. Clear blue skies and lots of sunshine, relatively dry conditions too on the sky cams. Current temperature at the surface, though, is largely in the low to mid 80s range. Definitely a little bit warmer as far as we were this time yesterday, and there's some more room for that to pick up into this afternoon as well. However, if you look at the not so muggy meter, we're going to keep those dew points in quite a pleasant range for the rest of the day, but those dry conditions are starting to provide some issues for our local agriculture. If you take a look at visible satellite, no signs of any cloud cover, so certainly no showers across the area, and there's a little bit of activity much further off to the northwest, but it doesn't look like any of that's going to survive to get close enough to us locally. Now, while we've been enjoying some pleasant weather with the dryness, I did mention there's some issues popping up, and that's mostly with a drought starting to manifest in our area. The National Drought Mitigation Center putting a large chunk of southwest Louisiana under a level 1 or moderate drought level, and the rest of us just abnormally dry. But a few burn bans have already been issued across some of our parishes, and you are likely to see more into this weekend. So while you're getting your plans together for either today or outdoor activities for this weekend, with there being festivals, just remember to check on your local warnings and advisories for those burn bans and how they might be affecting you as well. We want to be safe out there, and fortunately the breeze isn't adding any extra issues. No major gusts, most of them below 10 miles per hour this afternoon, so you don't have to worry about a red flag warning. Largely out of the east and maybe just a little bit out of the south if you're down by the coastline, but I wouldn't really expect to see a significant increase to your humidity at the local level. And if you look at Futurecast, temperatures will still be on the rise for this afternoon. Little hotter than yesterday, closer to the upper 80s across the board, but it should still be easy enough to cool off since it is dry. In fact, humidity may drop below 30% for the hottest parts of the day, so if you can find some shade, it'll be pleasant enough. And into this evening, quiet conditions start to cool down as well. Now, looking at the big picture weather map, with high pressure moving a little bit further off to our east, you may get a little bit more of that southern influence through Saturday and Sunday with a little rise in humidity, but it's going to take more than that to help with our drought. We need actual appreciable rain levels, and that is not part of your forecast for this weekend. As far as those warming temperatures, though, those look like they will at least reverse course into the early start of next week. Monday to Tuesday, another cold front is expected to move through without much signs of rain, but it'll at least keep temperatures running below average, likely for the rest of next week. So feeling more like that fall weather, if a little on the dry side, of course. Now, looking at your tropics briefly, with Milton gone, Leslie's the only named system and staying out over open water. There is a slight disturbance in the far east Atlantic, but if it sees any development, it'll be slow. So as far as our interests are concerned, it doesn't look like we'll be seeing any tropical activity over the next 7 days here. And your local forecast, keeping it nicer this weekend. If you want to spend time outdoors, it will still be comfortable, if a little on the warmer side. Just again, remember to pay attention to those burn bans and advisories, because we want to enjoy the outdoors. We had enough wildfires last year. We don't need more.
I just like the not so muggy meter.